Hello, welcome to the programme. I'm Adrian Finnegan. At the start of this week, a conviction would rule a person out from politics for life in Pakistan. But after a Supreme Court ruling on Monday, not anymore. It's good news for politicians like former Prime Minister Nawaz Sharif, but not so good for another former Premier, Imran Khan, who's currently in jail. The ruling only helps those who were banned for life, like Sharif. He's now free to run again in elections next month, and for a fourth term as Prime Minister. As Khan has been barred from office by the courts for 5 years, and not for life, it doesn't apply for him. So, why has this ruling been made now, and how big are the political implications? We'll be asking those questions from our guests in just a few moments. But first, this report on the court decision from Malakhabe Motsepi.
After weeks of deliberations, Pakistan's highest court has scrapped a lifetime ban on politicians with convictions contesting elections. The ruling makes it possible for former Prime Minister Nawaz Sharif to take part in the polls for the fourth time in elections due in February. His party, the Pakistan Muslim League Nawaz, is considered the most likely to win. His biggest rival, former cricketer and Prime Minister Imran Khan, is sidelined from the upcoming elections. That's after he was banned from politics in Pakistan for 5 years, following his arrest on corruption charges that he denies. Both Sharif and Khan have blamed the military for ousting them from power. Leading up to his arrest and crackdown on his party, the Tehreek-e-Insaf, Khan had publicly criticized army leaders at a party rally in 2022. And Sharif has accused the military of orchestrating his removal in 2017 over his economic policies and moves to improve relations with neighboring India. The military has denied it wields that level of political influence. Pakistan faces a deepening economic crisis with accelerating job losses, soaring inflation and high energy prices. According to its Statistics Bureau, inflation rose by nearly 30% in December. The country has received a bailout package from the IMF, but that forced it to implement strict austerity measures. Whoever is declared the next Prime Minister faces an uphill battle to improve the lives of more than 240 million people, many of them already struggling with poverty. Malakhabe Motsepi, Al Jazeera for Inside Story.
So let's bring in our guests for today's discussion. From Islamabad, we're joined by Rauf Hassan, the Central Information Secretary of Imran Khan's political party, Pakistan Tehreek-e-Insaf. In Karachi, the capital of Sindh province, we're joined by Mohammed Zubair Umar. He's the province's former governor, representing Nawaz Sharif's political party, the Pakistan Muslim League. And also in Islamabad, we have Musharraf Zaidi, the founding partner of the advisory services firm Tabad Lab, and a former advisor to Pakistan's Ministry of Foreign Affairs. Thank you all for joining us. Rauf, let's start with you. What do you make of this decision by the Supreme Court? The outcome of the decision has political implications, but why now, just a month ahead of the election?
Thank you. We've known it all along. We've known it for a long time that it was coming. So it did not come as a surprise to us. This is part of the larger conspiracy, that started with the ouster of Imran Khan government back in April of 2021. And since then, things have been moving, in the direction that we projected they would. This is all part of what we generally refer to as the London plan between the establishment and Nawaz Sharif. It started unfurling, when Imran Khan's government was first removed, and then it went on to taking the subsequent measures, to enable him to come back to Pakistan and then to take part in the next elections and to be anointed as the king. Unfortunately, institutions of the country have been completely liquidated, have virtually they don't exist any longer at this juncture. When we talk, we have 5 governments, the centre and the 4 provinces. All these 4 provinces, all these governments are unconstitutional and illegal because they have lived beyond their mandated period of 90 days. Elections have not been held in spite of the constitutional stipulations. That constitution has been rubbished time and time again. No institution of the state has paid any heed to stipulations contained therein. So we are not surprised, and at this juncture, it has come at this juncture. Because it's important to bring him in because that is what the original London plan stated. In the process, I must say that the rule of law practically has been kicked off the scene here in the country for a long time to come. The fact, that Nawaz Sharif has looted this country, is a proven reality, and nobody had any doubts about it. When the case was first heard, about 5, 6, 7, 8 years ago, he was not able to provide any proof of the income that he had generated, that he had garnered over a period of almost 2 decades.
Okay.
And it was on the basis of that, that he was punished.
Right. Well, let's
I just take half a minute.
Very quickly.
5 days, 6 days. All these cases have been written off, and he is free to take part in the elections. This is a travesty of justice.